Good evening, everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Matt. So, thanks for joining me today for a relaxing Yin Yoga class using the bolster and some blocks. And I had a pretty rough past 2 weeks, and I was pretty tired today. So, I really like to implement the use of props when I'm tired. I find that it's great to support myself and just really have that deep, immersive experience within myself when I can really calm down and relax. So tonight I'm inviting you to join me on this relaxful Yin Yoga class with a bolster. And all you're gonna need exactly is a bolster. If you have two blocks nearby, please keep them handy. And you can have a folded blanket just for support. So we're just gonna start by closing our eyes and sitting up straight. Tonight is all about relaxation. Do not put any thoughts or efforts into what you're doing with me tonight. Just flow through the sequence. Close your eyes, reconnect with your inner self, and relax. We're just taking some deep breath through the nose, in and out. Diving into that peaceful state of mind before tonight's class. So I'm gonna invite you to reopen your eyes slowly. So for tonight's class, remember to relax through breathing, stillness, and letting go. And those are the concepts that we're gonna be focusing on in silence throughout tonight's class. So I have my folded blanket here that I'm gonna use underneath my glutes. And I'm gonna place the bolster right underneath my knees with my legs in front of me. We're gonna go into a forward fold, lengthening the spine, opening up our vertebrae, and just getting a gentle stretch in the hamstring tonight, but not so much And that's why I'm using the bolster. So let's take one big inhale here. And on the exhale, let's walk our hands forward, sliding them, rounding the spine. Can bring the chin to the chest. And then just finding stillness and letting go. And we can slowly release, bringing our upper body back to the center. Then we're just going to move the bolster aside for now, placing it in front of us. And this is where you can use blocks if you want. We're going to go into butterfly position. So just place them beside your yoga mat. And then we're going to be bringing the sole of our feet together, keeping about a 1 foot distance between our heels and groin area. And then we're going to be placing the blocks here underneath our knees for support. So this is where we can use the bolster to support our forehead as we fold forward into butterfly. So let's take one big inhale here. And on the exhale, we're going to lower our upper torso forward. And then sliding our hands until we find stillness. So there is a lot of energy hiding in those moments of silence. And this is why it recharges us so much when we take the time to relax and reconnect with that hiding energy. So try to see if you can feel this energy connecting with your body, recharging your rundown batteries, and just making you feel better in this moment, right here, right now. So when you're ready, you can raise your upper torso, moving the bolster in front of your yoga mat, and taking the blocks aside for now. So I'm going to invite you to walk your legs around and back until you can come onto all fours. So from here, we're just going to take a few breaths doing cat and cow. So we're going to take one big inhale, dropping the belly button down, looking up, curving the spine. Exhale, draw the belly button in, chin to chest. Push through your arms and round your spine. Inhale, belly button down, looking up, curving the spine. Exhale, pushing through the arms, rounding the spine. Once more. Inhale and exhale. Two more. And the last one. So from here, we're just gonna bring the left knee behind the left wrist, extending the right leg back and behind, and then we can grab the left foot with the right hand, opening up our shin towards the front of the mat. So from here, we can take a moment just to settle into sleeping swan or pigeon pose. That's another name for it. So let's take a moment here, finding stillness through the posture. And when you're ready, we're going to be using the bolster so we can lower our upper body down on it. And then we're just going to hug it and relax as we let our hips open up. This feels very relaxing. Remember to breathe deeply through the nose, and with every exhale, relax some more, releasing the tension and stress of the past few days. So when you're ready, you can push yourself up very slowly through your hands. And once up, we can release the left leg back. So we're gonna take a moment here. Just take a few breaths. You can wiggle your hips around if you want. Do little circles. Just whatever feels good for you. So when you're ready, we're going to bring the right knee behind the right wrist, extending the left leg back, grabbing the right foot with the left hand, and moving that right shin forward towards the front of your mat. So let's just move our hips forward and down here, settling into this before we lower ourselves down. So when you're ready, one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're gonna lower ourselves down onto the bolster, hugging it, and then finding stillness. So from here, when you're ready again, we can push through our arms. Coming up, taking a moment here. A few breaths. And when you're ready, we're going to be releasing that right leg, moving it back. And again, you might want to move your hips in circles and around. Should feel really good. Going both ways. And when you're ready, we're going to tuck our toes. We're going to be lifting our hips up into downward facing dog, pushing through our arms, wiggling our legs a little bit, stretching the calves, the hamstrings, the back of the leg, and the spine. And from here, we're going to be walking our hands back, taking the bolster with you if you want, or you can walk forward just to realign yourself with your yoga mat. So we're going to place the bolster on top of our thighs, and then we're just going to connect our chest with it, grabbing onto our forearms or elbows. And then settling into dangling position. Keeping a slight bend in your knees if you want to lessen the stretch in your hamstrings, or you can extend your legs to almost straight for a deeper stretch to the back of your legs. So remember that we are here tonight together to relax. So do not force anything. Do not overthink any of the positions. Just find stillness and let go. So when you're ready, you can place the bolster in front of you, placing your hands on the ground and lowering your knees to be in contact with the floor. And from here, we're going to untuck our toes, placing our feet just to the outside edges of our glutes. And I'm going to invite you here to bring the bolster around and just at the base of your spine. We're going to be working on stretching the front of our hips, our thighs, here. So let's just take one big inhale here. And on the exhale, we're going to be lowering ourselves down onto the bolster very slowly. You might find a lot of tightness and resistance in the front of your thigh. That is totally normal. Just try to soften into the asana. So when you're ready, you can brace your abdominals, coming forward, very slowly releasing your knees. And we can move the bolster around and in front of us. We're just gonna extend our legs back and coming down onto our bellies for Sphinx pose. So using the bolster for support, keeping your elbows in line with your shoulders, palms flat on the floor. Let's just reconnect with our breath. You might want to wiggle your legs a little bit, play with your toes, move your ankles, just getting the energy to flow again from the previous asana. So from here, I'm gonna invite you to just slide the bolster out of the way. We're just gonna be flaring our elbows down and bringing our forehead to rest at the back of our hands. Just relaxing here. So when you're ready here, we're just gonna place our hands on the floor in line with our shoulders, pushing ourselves up and back. And from here, we're just gonna bring our knees to the edges of our mat, touching our big toes together. We're gonna sit down on our heels, and we're gonna go into wide knee child's pose using the bolster for support. So let's take one big inhale here. And on the exhale, we're gonna walk our hands forward, lowering ourselves down onto the bolster. And then you can slide your knees outward if you want to deepen the inner groin stretch. And then just settle into stillness. So if you're ready, you can push through your arms, raising your upper torso, and then closing your knees very slowly. Coming up to your knees, just taking a moment here to reconnect with your breath. And when you're ready, I'm going to invite you to walk your knees to the middle of your yoga mat, crossing your ankles behind yourself, and then rolling on to your glutes to come to lying down. So from here, we're going to do a recline twist using the bolster for support. So we're going to take one big inhale. We're going to raise our arms above our head, stretching and lengthening the spine. Exhale, we're going to bring them around and grab our left knee, pulling it towards the chest. Stretching here a little bit. And then one big inhale here. And on the exhale, we're going to bring the right hand to the exterior edge of the left knee, and we're going to turn our hips until we connect with the bolster on the right. Settling into a recline twist, keeping both shoulder blades in contact with the floor. And feel free to do like I do, using your right hand to brace yourself on your left knee and hold the asana. That feels fantastic for the low back. So when you're ready, you can bring your hips back to center, extending that left leg back in front. Taking a moment here to reset and relax. Lying down completely still. And now, when you're ready, you can bring the bolster to the left side of your mat this time. I'm just going to be moving myself a little bit here. So from here, one big inhale, raising the arms above your head, stretching and lengthening the spine. Exhale, bringing them around, grabbing the right knee and pulling it in towards the chest. And from here, one big inhale again. Exhale, bring the left hand to the exterior edge of the right knee And let's turn our hips to the left until the right shin come in contact with the bolster. So keeping your shoulder blades in contact with the floor, reconnecting with your breath, and letting go into stillness. And when you're ready, you can release the right leg. Bring back your hips to center and extending your legs in front of you for Savasana. If you want, you can place the bolster like I'm doing underneath your knees for comfort and support. I'm going to invite you to take some space on your yoga mat. Palms up towards the ceiling or the sky. And become completely still. Enjoying the deep sense of relaxation that we are experiencing after tonight's class and right now together. So I'm gonna invite you to stay into Savasana if you want, while I'm going up slowly into the seated position to conclude tonight's class with you guys. So thanks for joining me today for this relaxing Yin Yoga class. It was really my pleasure to be your instructor tonight, and I hope you feel much better and you enjoyed our time together. So if you like my channel, please subscribe to it to show your support. You can also share the classes with your friends and family members on social medias, or you can donate to my PayPal account, which is always much appreciated, because that's the only way that I get supported through this channel, since it's free. So thank you so much for all of you that do so on a regular basis here and there. It's very much appreciated for the classes that we do together. So I feel great right now. I feel relaxed, and it was really much needed for me. So I'm back to work now, and my paternity leave is over with, so I'm gonna be doing a lot more Yin Yoga with you guys on a regular basis. And summer's over too, so time to get back to work. So let's bring our hands at our heart. Let's take one big inhale. Exhale, drop the shoulder blades down, release the neck tension. And until next time, namaste. Bye everyone. Good night.